did you get that there?
Get what?
Get that there.
This.
Are you doing any more drills?
Yes.
Oh, how much more?
A lot. But it's pretty cool what happens when you put these on. I'll show you. I'm getting low. Might have to buy some more. Hey, that's what I thought. If we put 2 bolts in here, just temporarily, yep, we can just sit the sheet straight onto those 2 bolts, and then we get helps us get a measurement. Something to sit it on. And then we need a pencil. Yeah. Gee, that's pretty close, isn't it? Yeah. What's your slike up? Do you need to go back your way? Yes, a little bit. Yep, that's it. That's it there? Yep. Back to there. Yeah. That join there. Yep. Okay, and we can measure how far down and stuff, wouldn't it? Today we are continuing the build. We've got the sliding doors done, there's wood on them and they're covered, and today we're completing this left hand side, and we had to do this side in 2 parts because our plywood wasn't wide enough to go all the way to the floor. And we've got our bed supports here as well, and the bed slats will be going across here at this height, and also our wheel arch cover is on as well. The reason why we're starting with this side is because the bed isn't as wide as the van, so we're building this across as far as we need to go for the width of our bed, and then any extra space is going to be made into a storage unit. So by basing it off this side, we have an accurate way of making the storage unit on the other side. So the grain on this plywood is really nice. We decided to have this facing inwards so we could see it, and it really pops the grain when we apply our oil. We just have tung oil on it, and you've got to let it soak in for a day and then do another coat, and it comes up really nice. It's very different, as you can see, to the grain behind me, but yeah, they come up quite nice with tung oil. So it's been a few days since we've done an update, and since then we have built our support rails that are the right width for our mattress, and on this side we have put our lengthways support rail and anchored it to the wall, and that side's actually stronger than this side, just so it turns out, and also put the battery and inverter in place. Not everything's hooked up yet, but we're getting ready to make the compartments in that side with our leftover width of the van. So over at our battery compartment, we have obviously our battery sitting in behind, and at the front we have an inverter, just a 600 watt modified sine wave. Hopefully I won't have to upgrade this, but we have only a few things 240 that we're going to be using, so hopefully it's okay. It's also got a LED battery indicator on it, which is great, which is quite handy. And we've got our charge wire coming from the alternator up the front in the engine bay, which is also on a solenoid which will switch on when the car is running. And have our charge controller for our solar, which is yet to be hooked up to the solar panel because the panel's not on yet. That's a different story. And at the back here I've just got a little fuse box which is a front circuit, a middle circuit, and a back circuit, so that we have power at the kitchen, 12 volt, power in the center for our light, power at the back for whatever we want. And I've also got an ignition feed running from the fuse box in the front of the car to the back as well. So if for some reason this battery isn't working, we can still get some power at the back, 12 volt, if we need to. And yeah, that's the setup. Pretty simple, but should be okay in the end. The only concern I have is that this battery is too big to fit out of the space we've got here. So if we have to take the battery out, we've got to take this side panel off under the bed, take all the stuff out and get it out. But hopefully we don't have to do that for a while. So for our kitchen, we decided to use some second-hand filing cabinets as our base. And we got these second-hand from a guy locally. We have to modify them though for our needs, and these will make up 1 2/3 of the width of our kitchen. On this side, we're going to have just a storage drawer, unchanged. At the bottom, we decided to use it like a little pantry, put some hinges about halfway along, so we have some storage space. On this side, we've deleted this top drawer so that we can fit our emergency loo. And I've reinforced the base of this and the front so that we can, if we really want to, go to the loo inside the van if all else fails. And sitting on top of this is going to be a few more drawers, which I'm making currently, and also a table that is on sliders and that clicks out, so that when we're in the van, the space between the bed and this kitchen will be our dining area if it's not very good weather. So we'll click lock our table out after making our food and then eat either side of the table. On top of those drawers is going to be our bench top. And our bench top is just a pine bench top, a bit thicker than your standard pine. And on this side, on the driver's side, is going to be our sink. Since last time, we have built up these filing cabinets with a few extra compartments which will have drawers in them, and our slide out table which click locks into place so it won't move when we're driving. Our bench top will sit on top of this, and our splashback will go onto here, and this is the section that will have our fresh water and our grey water storage, and our sink will fit in the top there. Since we last talked, we've got our sink in. Our sink is in with our little tap, which is just like a push-pull style. And we've also got our splashback on as well, which we've sealed up. And we've done a few bits of oiling here and there, and also done a waterproof paint layer in the bottom of our water storage area. So coming along, and now we're putting some magnetic drawer catchers on so things don't fly open when we're driving. So at the moment, we're sorting out some storage underneath the bed for our table, and also working out the best way to put slats on so that we can access underneath if we need to access underneath. So ordinarily, you would access from the front where the camera is, or from the back underneath the bed. But say if we have something right in the middle and we need to access and we can't get to it, we can lift our mattress up, and we're making it so our slats can be removed on one side so we can access the very middle of the bed if we have to. And on this side, as you can see, we have some rails that we put on our supports, left and right, and also a little stopper at the end, so that our little outdoor table slides neatly underneath. So a quick update, we have got our shelving units under the bed on both sides. We'll have some baskets that'll go in here. And there's leftover space we'll probably use for shoes or something like that. And we've finished all our slats on our bed. And also we've put this outdoor table up. We haven't secured it up yet, but yeah, good progress, and a couple of little decorations as well. On this side of our kitchen we have our water storage. Inside here, a couple of 20 litres, and we'll also have additional storage in the back of the fan, but magnetic clips on the doors make it very handy so it doesn't fly open when we're driving. We've got our shelves in the front, adding some more homely features like a little hand towel rack and some cup holders, toothbrush holder, a little fruit bowl, mirror, little coat rack, handles on some things, more handles, and test fitting our curtains. Oh, and our fan, which will be very important when we're trying to sleep in hot weather. More to come. We have water! So under our sink, we have our grey water and our fresh water for our sink. And we made it easy to swap them in and out. And this is how you do it. Quick coupling, grey water out. They will both be strapped eventually, but for now just the fresh water. Another quick coupling. And then you can pull out your fresh water. And putting them back in is the same process in reverse. Just like that. Plenty of storage under there. Hey guys, so we are packed and we're going to go on our test trip for a couple of days. We'll do a van tour video soon, which will be separate from our other videos. But we're pretty excited and we're going to hit the road. Should be good.
I name is a Janine.